Hi there. This is a quick look at a mobile app called Scan. I suppose that's how you pronounce it. The E is a 3, just to highlight the fact that it's a 3D modeling app. So let's take a quick look at what exactly it is. So Scan uses a new science in photography called photogrammetry. And what this is it takes a bunch of pictures that you take of an object while circling it, and then it stitches these pictures together and renders a 3D image of that object. And what you could do with this type this type of rendering is you could have it exported as an object file or a STL file, which is what most 3D printers use to print models. So the next few slides is me trying to use the app and the, the end product of what I managed. So this app, by the way, is still in beta stage, so that is why you see the candidate information that really isn't relevant. But here we go. So I didn't have any models that I had made before. This is my first use of the app, so I went with new model, and gives you a bunch of tips and information that I quickly glanced through. Perhaps I should have read more thoroughly, but in the future. Um, so this is quite obvious. I did this, and then this to quite a degree as well. Um, when you they have a video on YouTube, and that actually says asks that you take about 30 to 40 pictures, which I don't believe I did, but you will see those coming up in a few slides. So in distance, I tried to keep an equidistance from the object from all the angles I took pictures of, but this is was on the fly, so it wasn't the easiest thing to do. Lighting, I think this was accomplished well. And again, obviously it matters considering the sensitive cameras that most phones have these days. And this, I guess, is another obvious thing, but should maybe be mentioned. The moving objects, and this optimal targets was perhaps why my object didn't turn out as I had hoped, but you will see more of that later. So this is me having taken pictures of the object, which on the top of the screen you'll see is actually a bracket that holds my alternator in place. And once I took those pictures, I processed them, and this took about 5 minutes. And that was the phone that I used to process that was a Moto G4 with a octa-core processor. So this is what um, the end product looks like. And you could actually zoom in and swivel that around, and from some shots, some angles, it's recognizable, but I think the reflective uh, properties of the bracket was what really um, contributed to this image being such a poor quality. But I suppose a few more tries and I should be able to get a decent enough of an object. But keep in mind that this still is in beta process stage, so one of the cool things about this is that you're able to share, export, and send. And first option though, because it's again in the beta stage, doesn't really work. So you're only able to use the export and the send functions. And here you're converting it to um, any of these output extensions. And I have done that, and it shows you where it's stored. And this is me using the send option, and I chose to send via an email, and that attachment came to about 9 megabytes, so it's not terribly bad considering it's should be very graphic heavy type of a file. And this is a look at what the projects I've done are, and since this was my first project, I only have one. But if you see the image sets, I actually have two because I started on it and then I forgot that I had Bolt running through, so I removed that, and that's the second step without it, which was what was rendered. And it also has an import function, so if you have an SD card, you can bring some object files and or SDL files and plug it in and take a look at that on your phone, whether maybe on a plane. Also, you're able to choose the quality of the output. Perhaps I should have gone with either very high or perhaps even custom, and maybe that would have made a change. Model viewer, the experimental viewer didn't work, so again, the beta process stage. So, and that brings my quick look at Scann3d. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.